Hello, once again, Internet. My name is Gabe, this is Ryan, and normally during this part of the video we would say we are spoiler alert news. But unfortunately, in our perusal of the Internet over the past few days, we have discovered that there is already a group bearing our name. Now, we cannot help it that great minds think like us, it's just an unfortunate fact of life. So for now, to avoid a costly lawsuit, we are going to change our name to Room 210 Reviews. That's just going to be our working title. If we find something better, then we'll change it to that and we'll let you all know. But for now, expect all of our videos of commentaries, riffs, and reviews to be under the name Room 210 Reviews. So without further ado, let's go ahead and launch what our next series of videos are going to be. This is Gabe and Ryan's top 5 movies that we are the most excited about for 2012. As a clarification, these are not what we are going to think are going. This is not what we think are going to be the best movies of 2012. These are just our favorites, ones that we're most excited about for 2012. So let's go ahead and get started with number 5. Ryan, go.
My number 5 is The Amazing Spider-Man. Point number 1, no. Spider-Man is not the next physical manifestation of teenage angst. Though the suit looks pretty awesome and it's starting to grow on me. No, the Daily Bugle is not a news station. It is a newspaper. How is Peter Parker supposed to be a photographer without a newspaper? Oh, but you gotta see this in 3D because the web swinging looks amazing and the action is just incredible. Why does the Lizard look like a cross between Michael Jackson and the Hulk and it was a love child thingy going on? And wanna know what? Did I mention I am so excited because it's Spider-Man and it's not cheesy? I'm so bipolar about this movie.
You guys have no idea. Number 5 for me, Prometheus. This movie looks like it's just going to be awesome. You've got director Ridley Scott behind it with his credits of Alien, Gladiator, and Black Hawk Down under his belt. It looks like this one is going to be the next top notch on his barrel. Several scenes from the trailer actually made me think for a moment that it was going to be an Alien sequel or prequel. Because it just had that classic action movie feel to it, making me just really excited about how this movie is going to turn out. Number 4.
Number 4 for me is The Expendables 2. I can give you 3 reasons. Male testosterone, classy action, and Chuck Norris. What more could you want in an action movie? I mean, come on. There are those other action stars, and I am curious to see how Liam Hemsworth does in a movie not involving teenage drama. Yes, it's not the most well-done movies, and yeah, it won't win an Oscar, but freaking Walker, Texas Ranger is returning to the big screen. I will refrain from any Chuck Norris jokes.
Number 4 for me is Iron Sky. This movie just looks fun. It's not a piece of high art in the same way that the artists or Hugo are, and it knows that. And with that knowledge, it can allow itself to take liberties with the absurdity of what it's presenting. The concept, which can be summed up in just 2 words, in and of itself is just completely crazy, and I cannot wait to see it. So sit back, relax, throw your history textbooks out the window, and get ready for a movie about space Nazis. Number 3.
Number 3 for me is The Avengers. Ever since the first Iron Man, I have been waiting for the release of this movie. I have sat through all of the 4 prequels, I mean, what you could call prequels, I guess. Watched every bit of news I could on it, and now it's here. Yes! The world's greatest superhero squad united to fight Loki. As a friend put it, there might be character development, and I mean, come on, some of the greatest heroes teaming up, and not to mention a fight between the 3 favorites. Oh, this is a must-see, and Joss Whedon is directing it. It's all a win.
Yep. Number 3 for me is Brave. I'm an avid Disney Pixar fan, and I'm really eager to see how they go into this new territory. Its cast is comprised almost entirely of humans, and I think only the second female lead that Disney Pixar has done for their movies. And it's all set in the fantastic backdrop of medieval Scotland. All of which are completely new to the repertoire of this powerhouse duo. So I'm really interested to see how they take the challenges posed by this backdrop and by its characters, and I think that Disney Pixar can surpass them easily. On to number 2.
Number 2 for me is The Raven. What do you get when you add Edgar Allan Poe, Castle, and Sherlock Holmes? The Raven. This looks like the first horror mystery movie that I'm actually excited for, especially with James McTeague, the director for V for Vendetta and assistant director on Star Wars Episode 2, as well as the Matrix trilogy. Not to mention that it feels like Sherlock Holmes mystery, which I'm pretty sure inspired 75% of this movie. Fast-paced action and a murderer who uses Poe's writing to kill. It is a psychopathic nonsense by the world's greatest horror poet at its best. I can't wait to see how they portray him, and he may be a psycho, but he's a brilliant psycho.
Number 2 for me is The Dark Knight Rises. I've been waiting for this supposed conclusion to Christopher Nolan's reinvention of the Caped Crusader since Batman Begins. I fell in love with Heath Ledger's portrayal of the Joker almost instantly, and Tom Hardy has been growing on me ever since I saw him in Inception and The Warrior, so I'm really interested to see how his portrayal of Bane goes through. And now finally, we get to number 1.
My number 1 is The Dark Knight Rises. Liam Neeson is returning? Frick yeah! I cannot wait to see him save his daughter with broken glass bottles and... Oh wait, that's that other movie. Now being serious, I can't wait to see how this turns out. After Batman was pretty much ostracized from Gotham, and now they need him, big twist there. I can't wait to see how this one ends. And plus, Heinz Field gets destroyed! I mean, darn. That's sad. Bad Bane.
My number 1 is The Hobbit. I love the book, and I was really excited to find out that Peter Jackson was coming back to direct it, along with Hugo Weaving and Ian McKellen, to make this prequel to the award-winning rendition of the trilogy. I was especially stoked to find out that Martin Freeman will be playing Bilbo opposite Benedict Cumberbatch, both of whom are of Sherlock, BBC's Sherlock fame.
Yes.
With Benedict voicing Smaug, so I'm really interested to see how that plays out. Hopefully this piece will be on par with, or even surpass, its predecessors. Well, that's it. Those are the 5 movies that we are the most excited about for 2012. And in a few months, when these start coming out and new trailers start popping up for more movies, we'll do a video about those.
We'll be right back here for your viewing pleasure.
All right. So thank you for tuning in. Tune back in next week, Friday, 9 o'clock, on my DeviantArt account and his Game Informer account, as we will post our next video. Thank you for tuning in.
Goodbye.